Yes, you probably clicked on this video because you want to animate eyes in a weird fashion that makes them look jiggly like jelly. But that gotcha tutorial you found isn't necessarily working for your art style, and it ends up looking like this. And if that's your issue, then I have a tutorial for you on how I personally animate jiggly jiggly biggly little eyeballs, and how to separate them into usable pieces. Usually when I animate any sort of eye, I will split it into pieces. So here you can see I have a set of closed eyes and then a set of open eyes, where the upper lid is on a different layer, the lower lid is on a different layer, the eye highlights are on a different layer, the pupil is on a different layer, and the eye whites are on a different layer. Same goes for the other eye, and then I have the skin as the background. It could be any skin, just your character. But for example, here I have this setup where I will be using the eyes as a separate image to the closed eyes. Once you have all of that separated and ready to go, you can start the tweening process, which isn't that hard, despite looking complicated. Here we are on my eye test animation, which I made while testing out different animations. As you can see, it's very bouncy. And how I did that was I followed a tutorial for a rectangle, which has the displacement map, which I just use. I watch all my advertisements when I upload my videos since it's less annoying. And then it has the circle gradient. That is important because I forgot that and I got confused while I was trying to animate. Anyways, on to the eyes and what I have. I have them grouped because I had used them. But when you look at the eye shines, all it really is actually really simple. It's the squeeze effect, used at any strength you want. And you can see it pulls inwards and bounces out a little bit. Why, you may ask? Because if I look here and I go into here, I'm using the elastic, which is the fancy graph here and the second one down, which is also the one where you use, that is commonly used for bounce animations. It's not actually that hard, despite looking it. Like this eye, I just put it into a group, and I made it, and I went to move and transform, used the scaling, and unlocked it to just make the width much smaller. So now it animates smoothly. Yeah, that's really it. If you need a better in-depth, I suggest the Gaichu one, because that explains slightly better than I can. I'm not really a tutorial person. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.